Hello, Gemini. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aviana. This is Aviana's Ascension, and today we are doing an August reading for you. This is a general reading, so just take what resonates, leave the rest behind. And if you would like the most accurate message, make sure you check out your other placements. So let's get into it. So, for your vision from Spirit, I saw I saw a spiral, like one of those, just like a spiral, just going and going and going. And then I heard the song Spinnin' by the Ready Set, which throwback. Um, but if you guys don't know that song, the part that I heard that it was saying, you keep spinning around, you keep spinning around. So there is definitely, like, you could be spiraling or just feeling like you're repeating a cycle over and over. And then, like, my stomach kind of hurts. So it's just like you're almost making yourself nauseous, kind of like on one of those spinny rides at an amusement park, like just going in circles, getting sick of it. And I saw a bird flying as well. So I feel Spirit is saying whatever it is that's like getting you down or getting you confused or spiraling, have a bird's eye perspective on it. Allow yourself to look outside of your own feelings or someone else's feelings and just look at the situation as a whole in order to move on from it. Okay, you have a lot more power than you're giving yourself credit for. That's what I'm feeling. So let's get into it. Bottom of the deck is the overall energy. Yeah, we have the Three of Wands. So you're ready to look at something from a new perspective. You're ready for new horizons. I feel like you're tired of a situation and you just want things to get better. You just want to move forward, whatever that means for you. All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles, Four of Swords, the Star. Yeah, you're just ready for nurture. You're ready for healing. You're ready to just flow with something. I feel like it's been a situation where it feels like there's been like a stalemate. Everyone's been really stubborn and just seeing it from their own perspective. But you're recognizing that that's not helping anybody. So it's time to approach something with more love and nurture. Okay. We do have, oh, sorry, some bug just flew on my face. Ugh. We do have the Ace of Pentacles here. So I do see that there is going to be a new beginning for you that is rooted in security, stability, just potential for new growth here. Okay. There could have been a situation where there's just been arguing, and I feel like everyone is really guarded. But I feel like you all want the same thing, right? Like you all want to move forward, you all want to heal. So be open to that idea. And you might have to get the ball rolling on that first. Don't let pride get in your way. All right, so let's see what's going on. Let's get messages for Gemini for the month of August, please and thank you. Okay. So the Eight of Cups, the Death card, the Hanged One, the King of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. Yeah. So I definitely see this could involve a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo here, but I feel like it was a relationship that was very secure, very stable. I feel like you guys were very loyal to one another. You supported each other. You know, if someone needed advice or guidance, the other was there for the other one, and vice versa. But something has happened here, okay, with the Eight of Cups and the Death card. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. But yeah, I feel that somebody felt like they had to walk away from this situation. It doesn't feel like a permanent ending. I mean, it could be, but I just feel like you guys needed your space in order to transform this relationship. Like you weren't going to heal going back and forth, back and forth. So I feel like you guys needed to walk away. And it's almost like distance makes the heart grow fonder kind of thing. Like you take your time apart and you realize, okay, I do miss this person. I want to be with this person, but how do we get back to this? And we do have the Hanged One here. So yeah, there is a need to surrender. There's a need to be patient. I think that you need to change your perspective on this situation, because if you really do care about this person and you want to come back together, then there's going to need to be a shift. Something needs to change. Something's got to give. Yeah, I see that, like, you both are holding on tightly to this connection, because at the end of the day, there is a lot of love, there's a lot of support, there's equal give and take, but something just went awry. So let's look into it. Let's see what's going on. No, spread these out a little bit. Okay, tell me more about the Eight of Cups Death card for Gemini. All right, we have the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. I think this time apart from whoever, whatever this is involving, this has brought a lot of clarity. I feel like you're realizing, okay, there's certain things I need to work on. There's certain things I wasn't seeing in the right light. You know, I think that time apart is ideal because you just need space to really think. And sometimes when you have that space and you've let the wounds heal a little bit, you recognize like, okay, there's things I could have done better. There's things you could have done better, but can we grow together? You know? Yeah, I feel like it's just about like recognizing what you really want and not letting like the past pain or past insecurities make you kind of jump the gun on this. I don't normally like, you know, if somebody's done you wrong, I get that, but that's not the energy I'm getting. I'm getting that there's a lot of love, but you needed a break. That break is bringing a lot of clarity. So don't let your pride get in the way. That's really what I'm feeling with this. Okay. Let's keep it moving and grooving. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles, Two of Cups. So let's kind of break down the connection a little bit and see what's going on there. All right, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so maybe you were wanting a new beginning kind of on your own. Maybe you felt like say this is like a sibling or something. Maybe you felt like, oh, I'm always in my sibling's shadow, so let me just break free from this and separate myself, which is fine. You're totally allowed to do that. But I do feel like you're going to want to come back together with this person. But yeah, it just feels like you were ready to be on your own, focus on yourself. I feel like you felt this person was holding you back for some reason. And honestly, I would be honest if I felt like this person was malicious or causing delays or stagnation, whatever, but I don't feel that. I feel like this person would have supported you, uplifted you through everything. So let's see. I mean, they probably even support you in your journey on your own, you know? Like they're like, okay, well, if that's what you need, I'm going to respect and honor that. Okay. This is definitely a time with the Strength card to be strong, not just listening to your animal instincts, but listening to your higher self. I think there is a need for more balance in this perspective here. So let's see. Tell me more about the Hanged One here. Tell me more about that. Okay. So we have the Six of Wands, the Five of Cups. I mean, I definitely feel like you're wanting success here, but I feel like there's been things that maybe have happened, whether it's with this person or not, that's making you think this connection can't lead you to your own personal success. Like, I feel like you feel you can't grow with this person for whatever reason. Maybe you felt like they were holding you back, you know, and maybe you were disappointed in that. Like, maybe this is a situation where, let's say this is a romantic partner and you had a great job opportunity, or there was a program or school or something you wanted to go to, but you had to move away for that. And then you'd have to be long distance. And maybe they didn't want that. So then you're kind of like maybe resentful or feeling like, well, how could they not want me to go when they know it could lead me to such great things, or I could learn so much. Like, it feels like something like that. Like, they weren't trying to be malicious or hold you back, but you also have to consider their feelings too, whether this is romantic, friendship, family, whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah, it feels like you're taking something very personally, but it doesn't necessarily have to do with just you. It's also like their feelings too. And I feel like you're not thinking about that because it has mostly something to do with you and your goals, but it also is impacting them, which is valid. You know, when you have people that care about you and love you, things you do are going to impact them, good or bad, you know? Because that's what happens when you care about somebody. Their pain is your pain, their success is your success. So I think it's just about, you know, having that greater perspective and understanding how, like, this can be a good thing for me, but also suck for this person. And I understand that, you know? Because you have the Nine of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. So you could be seeing a lot of nines. But yeah, I feel this definitely had a lot to do with your success, your growth, and you know, it brought in some hiccups, some obstacles, things that you guys probably weren't ready to face or think about. But I don't know, I just don't feel like this has to be the end of a situation or that it has to, you know, ruin something. But I think that everyone's feelings should be talked about and should be considered. And I think you can do this in a healthy way. Like, just be open to communicating. Don't get defensive. Don't just think about, like, this is what I feel. Like, have that bird's eye view on this. All right, tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune, Magician, the Ace of Wands. All right, we have the Knight of Swords with the Page of Wands. So, yeah, you were really excited for some sort of new beginning. You could have been traveling here. But this was a situation where it was out of your comfort zone, but you knew it was right for you. So you were ready to go towards it. You were excited. So I understand, like, if you are going towards something new and something that's really means a lot to you, but someone that means a lot to you as well isn't supporting it, that can be very disappointing. I understand that. I do. Yeah, it's almost like you feel like you had to make a decision between what you wanted and what they wanted. And, you know, maybe that was a little bit jumping to conclusions. You know, like, you can feel that way, but it doesn't mean you have to do that. You know what I mean? But I feel like that's what you chose to do. So now what? Okay, let's see. Tell me more about the Ace of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. Right, we have the Seven of Pentacles with the Knight of Cups. So I feel like let me sit with this for a second. Yeah, I feel like this is a situation, like, say this was a loved one, they might be coming in with an apology because they don't want you to not feel supported. But I also think this is something that's making you realize that you don't have to be in a rush to make things come to fruition for yourself. You know, you don't have to sacrifice your relationships in order to get where you want to get. Because there is a lot of love and support from this person for you with whatever it is you want to work on. But you just have to let your guard down to be receptive to that. You know, like, don't take it as what's on the surface. Like, dig deeper and recognize, like, okay, if this person doesn't want me to go or doesn't, you know, is nervous about me going towards this new journey or whatever, why is that? What's the deep root of that? And the deep root is this person has a lot of love for you. That's really what it boils down to. I see a lot of love. I see this person does believe in you a lot, but they just also want to be a part of that journey with you. And it's not to say that they can come with you, but it's just to say that, like, you know, make sure, like say for example this is a romantic relationship and you have to move for an opportunity, like, make sure, maybe send each other care packages, making time to be on the phone with one another, having little Zoom dates, traveling back and forth to see each other. You know, like there can be a way this works out. All right, tell me more about the Six of Wands, Five of Cups. All right, we have Judgment, the Five of Wands, the Six of Swords, the World card. Yeah. I mean, I feel like you've made your decision and that's that with this situation. I think that this has brought a lot of like arguments and fighting, which sucks. It honestly does suck. Like this kind of makes me sad because I feel like there is so much love and support between you and this person, but I don't know, you have different goals, different needs right now. And unfortunately, like I do feel like it's causing, excuse me, I do feel like it's causing a rift between you guys. I don't think it's necessary though. Like I really do think if you guys just take a step back and look at the whole picture, this could be rectified. But I don't know if it's gone too far beyond that point, you know? Like this person may resent you for wanting to do this. You may resent them for wanting to hold you back. This makes me think of How I Met Your Mother. Whenever Lily decides she wants to go to San Francisco for an art thing, and then she's like, oh no, I'm not going to go. And then she's like, no, I am going to go. And that's that. We do have the Six of Swords, the World card. So, I mean, I do see you choosing to move towards what it is you want to go towards. There's going to be a lot of success there too. I think that, and this sucks, like I feel like you have to sacrifice this connection to go towards what you want. It doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't. But I feel like that's the direction you're going in. Okay. Tell me more about the Five of Wands. Yeah, we have the Lovers, and that's your card too, Gemini. We have the Lovers, the Star card, and the Four of Swords. Yeah, just kind of sucks, man. I mean, I feel like you can have it all, Gemini. You really could, but you have to go towards this with more peace, more understanding. And, you know, I'm not ever going to say like sacrifice your goals and your ambitions for another person. I don't believe in that. I know a lot of people do that. That's cool. And if that's something you want to do, great. But it's not something you want to do. So I know that. So, I mean, just take a beat, honestly. Take a breath. Recognize you really do love this person. You love whatever it is you want to go towards. There's no reason you can't have both. But you need to have a more balanced approach with this. You guys need to be vulnerable with each other and really talk about what it is that's bothering you and what you need from the other. Because I feel like you feel really, really stuck, but there is no reason that you can't have it all, you know? Tell me more about the World card, Six of Swords. Yeah, we have the Chariot and the Seven of Wands. I think at the end of the day, like you're kind of very headstrong about the situation. You know, you're not going to let anything stop you or hold you back. And I feel like maybe this is like a past trauma thing being triggered, but it feels like you feel like this person is either doubting you or trying to get in the way of what it is you want to go towards. And maybe there were people that did that in the past. So you're kind of like bucking at it and like freaking out. But I don't feel like this person is really moving with that energy. I don't. I would be honest if I felt it. You know, like I don't see the Seven of Swords. I don't see the Tower. I don't see any negative energy like that. You know, I just feel like you're hurt, they're hurt, but you both want the same thing. So I feel like you need to find a common ground, a middle ground here. Tell me more about the Lovers, the Star, the Four of Swords. We have the King of Swords and the Two of Swords. Yeah. I just feel like you're not seeing something with clarity. You're not seeing the truth in the situation. So I think you need to take a step back. I think you need to meditate, journal about it, whatever it is that works for you. And recognize this person isn't your enemy. They're not trying to go against you, but they also want to feel like you care about them, like they care about you. You know? They are happy for you and they want this to work out for you, but they also want to be considered in the process. And that's okay, you know? When you have someone that's close to you that loves you, that's a normal thing to want, you know? All right. Well, let's close it out with some oracle messages, and that'll be that. And if this resonated for you, Gemini, let me know with a like, a comment, and definitely subscribe. Share the video. You know the deal. All right. Oh, yeah. See, we've got Moon and Gemini. Number 15 makes 6. Indecision. Should I stay or go? At the end of the day, it's your choice, Gemini. You know, the cards, me, nobody can tell you what to do except for yourself. That's why I think you should take a moment to just think and reflect and don't feel like you have to make a decision immediately. And also give this other person space and safety to explain their feelings too. And allow yourself to be vulnerable in that moment. Because I feel like you guys will realize you both want the same thing. And if you're willing to put in the work to make something work for both of you, there's no reason it can't. Okay? We have Moon in Aries, number 13, which makes 4. Courage, believe in yourself. So I love it. You are definitely going through a transformation, and those can be very uncomfortable. But know that I really do believe you can have it all here, Gemini. I don't think you need to sacrifice or choose one or the other. Like, I think if you really believe in it and you put in the effort, you can make it happen. Just like whatever this opportunity is, if you believe in it, you're going to make it happen for yourself. So all the hard work you put into making this thing happen, you can make like an agreement happen and bridge the gap. And last card here, Eclipse in Cancer, number 28, that makes 10, acceptance, an emotional phase or domestic development. So yeah, this definitely has a lot to do with, again, someone that you are close to, someone that you love a lot. And, you know, like, I think it's just a matter of you have to accept where they're at. They have to accept where you're at. This may mean walking away. This may mean taking a break and coming back together. But I would just start with being honest and vulnerable, allowing yourself to see their side of the situation, and then moving from there. Because there's a lot going on here. There's your own personal goals, there's a close connection, there's wanting to be vulnerable, but also being scared and having to see other people's sides. So I wouldn't rush through this. Just take your time. And whatever conclusion you come to, honor that. You know, what's right for you is what's right for you. No one else can tell you what that is except for yourself. Okay? So, I don't know. Just listen to your heart and be brave. You got this. All right, Gemini, I love you so, so much. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys would like more from me, I do have my website down below where you can book a personal reading, a healing ceremony, or sign up for my newsletter. It's a great way to get this content directly to you, and then I always pair it with other meditations, affirmations, rituals, all that good stuff to just take the reading one step further. And if you would like to follow me on social media, I've got all of those links down below as well. So thank you so much for watching, Gemini. You got this, though. You got this. All right? I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.